Packed up. What's up, everybody? Wake and bake. Everybody's having a good one out there this morning. See how you're medicated. So I'm here doing some studying right now. Everybody's having a good one. Everybody's having a good one. After this live stream has been uploaded, welcome to the channel. I am Lee. We're baking bipolar, y'all. We're about to get medicated. Oh, sure.
Before Portland, you trusted me with the soul of the city. Quarterback helped transform the seeds and the city to champions. It was your spirit that allowed us to be special. You took the conflict like they were right out of Fitzgerald, and his three sons. It was definitely Fitzgerald turned to the summit, opening up about losing loved ones.
Oh, yeah.
Who carried him through it. Probably lucky enough to be surrounded by
Oh, yeah.
great institutions.
Oh, Ali. Cheers, Ali.
And inspired me to pursue excellence. Ending with a message for his sons.
Much love, everybody tapping in.
And I hope I'm getting you with your brother.
Yes, I'm just doing a little bit of studying this morning on
Joining Fitzgerald and Breeze,
leaded gas,
Ryan Gray, who helped
unleaded
redefine
gas,
running
and the
back
effects of leaded gas
49ers.
in today's society.
Whose career was brilliant.
So
His class of
that's what I've been doing this
2026
morning.
special. I'm so excited that
Getting a little bit of study on.
Adam Vinatieri, clutch figure of a generation.
I bet you a lot of y'all didn't even know this, man. The mental health effects and personality changes. Let me get this up here right quick. Oh, get my headset up here so y'all can hear me. There we go. What's up, everybody? Yeah, so I'm just doing a little bit of studying this morning on the effects of leaded gas here in America, especially when it comes to mental health, violence, anger, and the impacts that it has had in our past leading up to today, and seeing if what we have going on today is a direct correlation of leaded gas poisoning back in the day, you know, like being passed down genetically and whatnot. And studies show that it can, man. I'm sitting here doing, let me see. Let me go down here. Yeah, so it says here that it can be passed on genetically. For a trait to become genetically heritable, lead would need to induce mutations or stable epigenetic changes. Current human mechanistic studies show that lead accumulates in bones and tissues, causing lasting somatic effects. That's crazy, dude. Okay, evidence of transgenerational epigenetic effects. Okay, rodent studies indicate high dose environmental toxins can cause some epigenetic marks to be transmitted across generations. In humans, epidemiological data for lead do not demonstrate neurological deficits being directly encoded genetically for offspring. Effects are instead observed primarily in children exposed in utero or early childhood, reflecting direct developmental toxicity rather than inherited genetic mutations. Okay.
In New York City tonight, ABC News now obtaining the video showing a fiery attack in Lower Manhattan. What it shows tonight, the growing mystery surrounding the death of 18-year-old Nolan Wells, who died during a boat trip to an island with friends. Tonight, what an
Okay.
now says.
See, I wanted to know if it was inheritable or not, if it could be passed on. But cheers, everybody. Let's smoke. Much love to y'all. See, that's why there was such an increase in ADHD, man, in the 70s and the 80s. You know what I mean? ADHD increases hyperactivity, impulsivity, and inattention. That's what this does. Leaded gas poisoning, yo. Anxiety and depression. That's why we had such a huge increase in mental health disorders, ADHD, and all of these different depression diagnoses in the 70s and the 80s and the 90s. Why do y'all think we had such a big increase of that here in the United States? Why? Because leaded gas poisoning. Okay, it had a huge mental health impact here in the United States, guys, especially between the 1960s and the 1990s. It says right here the highest exposure occurred what between the 1960s and the 1990s, with peak impact of those born between 1966 and 1986. So it particularly affected Generation X, the generation that was born between 1966 and 1970, coinciding with the height of leaded gasoline use. So leaded gasoline back in the days in the United States, you got to understand, man, we had kids out here just running behind vehicles, just sniffing it. You know, cars being fired up and you're just sniffing it. You're not paying no attention to it because you're just a kid out there enjoying your life. Same thing as an adult. You're just walking, going to work, and you're steadily breathing that shit in the cities. You know what I mean? And over time, it affects us. You got those toxins going in there, bro. And this is a direct result of it. So, key takeaways: leaded gasoline exposure during the childhood has long term mental health consequences. Generation X experienced the highest burden of lead related psychiatric disorders. Lead exposure contributes to ADHD, anxiety, depression, and personality changes. And preventing environmental lead exposure remains critical for public health and cognitive development. So, yeah, it's crazy to look at this, like all the stuff that you can see in this study. Leaded gas exposure linked to mental illness, lead and gasoline tied to millions of excess mental health disorders. And not only that, hold up, leaded gas lowered, lowered IQ in America by 50%. By 50%. Look this up. Let's see what it says. All right. So leaded gas lowered IQ in America by 50%. Okay. So, all right. Here, hold up. Let's see what it says now. No, leaded gas did not lower IQ in America by 50%. This is a common misunderstanding of studies findings. What the research shows, okay, here we go, is that about half, okay, so about half of the U.S. population was exposed to harmful levels of lead in childhood from leaded gasoline. Not their IQ dropped specifically. So let's talk about what happened then with IQs, because there is something in here about it. So I want y'all to see this. All right. So the scope of exposure, researchers estimated over 170 million Americans. Look at that, yo. 170 million Americans, roughly half the population, had clinically concerning levels of lead in childhood due to leaded gasoline and other environmental sources, yo. Magnitude IQ loss. On average, each affected person lost about 2.6 IQ points, y'all. In the most heavily exposed cohorts, people between the 1960s and the 70s who were born at that time, IQ losses could reach 6 to 7 points, dude. 6 to 7 IQ points drop. There is no evidence suggesting a 50% reduction in individual IQ scores. The losses were moderate but significant at population level. The cumulative IQ loss across all affected individuals was estimated at 324 million IQ points, dude. Look at that. Look at this, guys. 824 million IQ points were lost in the United States during that time. Wow. That is insane. That's crazy, bro. Mm, think about that. Think about that. Yeah, we were raised by a generation, y'all, who had total IQ loss points. Total IQ loss points, bro. That's crazy. 824 million total IQ loss points. Wow. That's insane, y'all. Stinker Dinkers. What's up, brother? Good morning to you, man. Holy cow. Let me drop this link, man, just in case anybody wants to hop up and hang out with a brother. Invite guests. Copy link. Boom. So we can get some peeps to come up and hang out with us. Much love, everybody. That's crazy to think about that. The cumulative IQ loss across all affected individuals was 824 million IQ points lost, bro. 824 million. That's a lot of IQ points lost. So, can you imagine that? I mean, this was around the same time, like coming up into the 80s, where they were making us do fluoride mouth rinses and shit like that, stinker dinkers. All right, so the mental health impacts that it says personality changes, it reduced impulse control, higher neuroticism, and altered social behaviors. These effects are thought to result from lead's interference with brain development, particularly in regions responsible for executive function, emotional regulation, and attention. That's why we had such a big influx and a huge increase in all of these diagnosis in the 80s and the 90s: ADHD, personality changes, anxiety disorder, depression. That's why it was so high. That's why it is so high today, y'all. It is a direct correlation of lead poisoning in previous generations, particularly Generation X. All right, because Generation X was the highest exposed. That's what it says. With the peak impact of those being born between 1966 and 1986, particularly Generation X, coincided with the height of leaded gasoline use. So 1966 to 1970, that's the generation like almost right before us, right? Because what generation are we? We are 80s babies. What generation are we as 80s babies? Let me look this up. What generation are 80s babies? 80s babies typically referring to someone born in the 1980s, which places them at the end of Generation X, 1965 to 1980, or the beginning of millennials. Therefore, individuals born in 1980 are considered part of Generation X, while those born from 81 onward are classified as millennials. So I'm a millennial then. Okay. So I'm a millennial, baby. All right. So I was right after Generation X. I was that generation right after Generation X because I remember us going outside just running around. They'd be like, yo, don't come inside this house until either the street lights come on or it's dark. Like I remember that specifically as a kid, man. Don't you come back in this house, especially in the summertime. Once you leave this house, don't come back. Even if you thirsty, don't be trying to come into this house to get something to drink. You better go hit that water hose somewhere. For real. Hey, I remember that shit, dude. You better not come into this house. You better stay outside. You thirsty? Hey, for real. Look, you come up, knock on the door. I remember many times coming up to my foster family, bro, because I was in foster care a lot. You know what I'm saying? Growing up. So I remember going to my foster families, dude, knocking on the door. It's hot as shit outside here in North Carolina in the summertime as a kid. You thirsty as fuck. They're like, nah, you better go get some water out that water hose. We drinking out of water hoses like a motherfucker, like riding bikes. We didn't give a fuck then back then. They just let us go. Like, get out this house. Don't come back until it's dark. We don't want to see you for the rest of the day. Like, that's how it was back then, bro. Like, we were that generation, like Generation X, the millennial generation. I think we were one of the last generations where, you know, it was like come home when the street lights are are on, and that's it. So I don't know what got me on this study. I started doing this like a year ago because I was trying to figure out why we have such a high impact here in the United States when it comes to mental health. And something must have happened in the past to make this happen. You know what I mean? Cause and effect is what I'm always thinking. You know, you learn that in school. Create a hypothesis, you theorize, you know what I mean? And you try to come to the fact, come with the facts on that conclusion. Okay, so that is no longer a hypothesis, it's something that is fact. So I'm like, well, something had to have happened in our past here in the United States to bring this to where it is right now. What happened in our past? And I was like, okay, there's got to be something to this leaded gas and unleaded gas. Because I remember hearing so much as a kid, lead poisoning, eating lead paint, You must have ate lead paint as a kid or some shit like that. You'd hear all the time when they were like picking on people. You know what I'm saying? Oh, he must have ate that lead paint off his crib or some shit. So I started thinking about that, and I got into this study, and it brought me to this right here, man, about leaded gas in the history here in the United States and the major effects it had on us neurologically, mental health, and everything. And it talks about how it has contributed to ADHD, anxiety, depression, and personality changes. And all of those started back in the leaded gasoline time. You know what I mean? So it really got me into that, brother. But much love to everybody. Still City. CK, much love, y'all. Hope y'all having a good one, man. Stinker Dinkers, Alley. Much love, y'all. Yeah, so leaded gas exposure tied to millions of mental health cases. Okay, so let's check this out right quick. Let's share this tab instead. All right, so the data revealed that the group most heavily exposed to lead, can y'all see this? Okay. Individuals born between 1966 and 1986, commonly known as Generation X, experienced the biggest increases in mental health issues. Within this cohort, those born between 1966 and 1970 were affected the most. This timeline, the investigators noticed, aligns with the peak use of leaded gasoline, guys, during the mid 1960s and the 1970s. Y'all got to understand everything that we got going on today. Everything that we got going on today, yo, with mental health, depression, aside from PTSD, which the word PTSD today that they use for the military, they kind of soften that word, in my opinion. I know we're kind of getting away from the topic right now, but that's the way I get when I'm talking. They kind of got away from it and they kind of softened it, in my opinion. Like they should have kept it the way it was back in the day. Shell shock. You know, they started softening the words. Battle fatigue. You know, it used to be, it was shell shock. Motherfucker was shell shock, bro. And then they started softening. Oh, he's got battle fatigue. And then it's like, oh, now he's got post traumatic stress disorder. Nah, nigga, you should have kept it the way it was. I got post traumatic stress disorder. What soldiers have is motherfucking shell shock. What soldiers have is totally different than what I have. The abuse and trauma that I suffered growing up in foster care, or something that might have came from your family members or something like that. My trauma, my PTSD is totally different than what a soldier went through, bro. Like that's fucking shell shock trauma. And the way they soften the fucking terms, bro, it's I don't know. It just doesn't seem like it puts the structure of what soldiers are actually going through versus what I went through when you're wanting to call what I had PTSD and wanting to call what they had PTSD, which I feel what soldiers have that you're labeling as PTSD is a lot worse than what you label me as having for PTSD. You know what I mean? I thought shell shock was one that was right on. So, but other than what soldiers have gotten, doing their time in the military, the other ones are a direct correlation of leaded gas. Okay. So, specifically for this group, overall mental health issues increased by 0.35 times the average, anxiety and depression by 1.75, and attention deficit hyperactivity disorder symptoms by 1.17, bro. So, lead exposure across this country has probably played a significant role in worsening mental health in ways that had previously been unappreciated and invisible. That's why we had such a huge influx and increase in mental health issues, bro, back in the day. Like this is well, considering those, yeah, were raised by boom, yeah, and then went to Vietnam, yeah, and that's that same generation, bro. That's that same generation that raised us. Think about that, Still City. We were raised by a generation that had neurological issues stemming from lead poisoning, from leaded gasoline in vehicles, bro. Think about that. Think about that, cuz this is going back from to like the 1920s, 1930s, 1940s, even into the 1950s, my dude. Look, investigators found that between 1940 and 2015, the US population gained 602 million general psychopathology points, which the investigators said equates to 151 million excess instances of mental disorders that are primarily but not completely attributed to early life exposures to leaded gasoline. See, the other ones that I'm talking about, but not completely, are the ones that come from um, soldiers. You know, some people being abused. You know what I mean? Some people being, molested. That affects your mental health. Different things like that. That's what they're talking about. Not completely, but the ones that are attributed to early life exposure related gasoline, the numbers are big. Like, it's crazy, bro. It really is. Much love, everybody. Yeah, so this is what I've been studying today, man. Getting my study on. Oh, cheers, everybody. Still City, what you up to, man? All right, yep. So here we go. Share this tab instead. All right, so y'all can see it here. All right. A study analyzing U.S. childhood blood levels from 1940 to 2015 estimated that 151 million excess mental health disorders can be attributed to leaded gasoline exposure. The burden was most pronounced for those born between the mid 1960s to the mid 1970s, bro. So that's the generation right before us, homie. Like, I want y'all. The reason why I'm showing this on here is because I really want y'all to see and understand how significant this is, dog. Like, for real, for real. Because this is something that they really didn't teach us in school. They ain't teach us about any of this shit, man, growing up. They ain't know anything about leaded gas and the effects that leaded gas had and the impacts that it had on America, man, and our children and our youth growing up. And even adults that were inhaling that shit back then, Irish Angel. Mm, much love to you. Well, that's the mental health aspect of it, Irish Angel. That's all within the scope of neurology. Yep. Yeah, back then it was either a tomboy, that's what it was like, we had tomboys, and that's what we had back then. If you were a girl who kicked it with the dudes and played sports and everything, like Icebox on Little Giants. I remember, y'all remember the movie Little Giants. We had Becky the Icebox. It was Rick Moranis' daughter. It had the O'Shea brothers. It had homeboy from can't think of his name, but old dude from Married with Children, and Rick Moranis from Honey I Shrunk the Kids. They were brothers. And then Rick Moranis started his own team, the Little Giants, and his daughter played football, Icebox. She was a tomboy. You know what I mean? And that's why, you were a tomboy back then. But, with everything that's been pushed today, and I, uh, some people just, unfortunately, I feel that a lot of people who are dealing with those issues, they were molested when they were kids, bruh. Like, for real, someone in their family fucked with them, someone in their family fondled them, someone in their family messed with them when they were younger and made them that way. And it's that underlying trauma, because that's something that shouldn't happen to a child. So it's that trauma, and your body covers that shit up, but you act it out in certain ways through the way you act, your sexuality, your impulsivity, how you react to people, how do you relate to people, how your relationships are with people. You know what I mean? It affects you because that was something that was done to you when you were younger, when that type of shit shouldn't happen to a child. A child should not be molested. A child should not be fondled on. A child should not be taken advantage of sexually like that. But it happens. So when that shit happens and you're that young, you cover it up. Your body, your brain covers it up, but it comes out in other ways. Oh, you think you're this way. You think you're that way. You think you might be female. You think you might be male. You think you might be this. You think you might be that because your brain is fucked up because of the trauma that you suffered when you were younger because someone messed around with you, and that's fucked up. You know what I'm saying? Like that's the way I feel it is for a lot of people who suffer from that shit. You know, and I say that because I was in group homes with kids like that. You know what I mean? That's how I can speak on a lot of the stuff that I speak on is because I've been there. When I can speak on being homeless and how it is with the homeless community and how it should be handled with the homeless community and how shit's being done today is not the way it should be done with the drug addiction, the opioid addiction, and the mental health crisis that we have going on here in the United States. Why? Because I've been there. I was on the streets homeless, so I can speak about it. Foster care and group homes. I can speak on that because I went through foster care as a kid. I went through group homes as a kid. Being in jail and in prison. I can speak on those things because I've been to jail multiple times, been to prison 3 times. Relationships and fucking up relationships because of your past and your mental health and having mama issues. I can speak on that. Drug addiction. I can speak on that. I can speak on a lot of stuff. Having money and being high up in your life and having everything at the top where you're fucking at the top, bro, and then having to fall down to the bottom and motherfucking try to scratch your way back up because your mental health is taking you down. Them demons and shit. I can speak on that. You know what I mean? So that's why I say a lot of the things that I can say, especially when it comes to the stuff that I've experienced, especially being in group homes. And that's what I've seen. A lot of the kids that were in group homes with me who had sexuality issues, gender dysphoria, homosexuality issues, is because they were messed around when they were kids, man. Someone in their family fondled on them, molested them, and their brain didn't know how to deal with it because you're so young. So you cover up that trauma, but you act it out as you get older. Your sexuality, how you feel you should be, what your gender is. All of that's a direct correlation of you being molested when you were a kid. You know what I mean? Of someone in your family fondling on you, whether it was an uncle or a sister or a brother or a cousin or your mom or your dad. You know what I mean? That affects people, bro. And you'll have those issues later on in life. You might think you're something else. You might feel that you're this other sex. You might feel like you're attracted to this or that. That all comes from this right here, bro. When your brain is not fully developing in the manner that it should because of something that has happened in your past, some type of trauma, then that's going to directly affect your relationships, how you see yourself sexually, how you see yourself in the eyes of other people. You know what I mean? How you think other people see you. It's gonna affect you. It really will, man. I was in group homes with kids like that, so the bottom is the worst. You can't get back up. Yeah. Yeah. Cheers, John McDonald. We're just sitting here just chilling, bro. Much love to everybody. Having conversations, smoking. Much love to you guys. How's everybody doing out there, man? Yeah, I don't know, bro. I think it's like it's 2026. There's no reason why we can't all come together on this. You know, let people be what they're gonna be. Let people do what they want to do. As long as they ain't messing with no kids, man. As far as like sports and stuff like that and bathrooms, well, there's no reason why we can't like create other bathrooms, unisex bathrooms. There's no reason why that can't be done. It's 2026. Need multiple bathrooms anyway. I hate having to go use the bathroom and someone's already on the toilet. Create unisex bathrooms too. Shit. I tell you right now. Let me tell you something about bathrooms, There's been many times, y'all. Check this out. And I know it's like at this moment it's probably not funny, but when you gotta go, dude. And when you're traveling and you're on the road and you stop at a store and you gotta use the bathroom, you gotta do the number two. and somebody's already in the men's bathroom, and you know they're in there using it because you can hear them in there, and you're like, oh God, this dude's gonna be a minute. And the female bathroom is open. Guess what? I got a dookie, dude. I'm not gonna sit there and let a female bathroom be open and ain't nobody using that joint, and somebody's in the men's bathroom, and I'm gonna sit here and dookie on myself in this store. No, I'm taking my happy ass up into that girl's bathroom. I'm going in the ladies' stall, closing the fucking door, and I'm taking my dookie. Like, bruh, it's like I've done that a couple times. I know. There's been at least I done lost count. I done lost count how many times where I've had to use the bathroom and nobody was in the ladies' bathroom, but someone's in the dude's bathroom. I'm like, I got to go. I ain't gonna sit here and wait. I'm about to run up in this ladies' bathroom and I'm using this bitch. For real. I run right up in that motherfucker. I'm using that motherfucker. I don't care. I got a dookie. I ain't gonna sit here and shit on myself and there's a perfectly good toilet right here. And y'all only don't want me to go in it because it's a female's bathroom, bitch. I'm going to take a shit. And I go up in that bitch and dookie. Oh, just pull it home. I got to go. Like I got a dookie. He said, "Oh, man, no, no, it wouldn't. No, no. See, it would never be the multiple stalls because usually it's you got multiple stalls. You're gonna be able to use the bathroom. I'm talking about like when you go to the stores and it's a single stall bathroom. Y'all know the ones I'm talking about. You got the single stall bathrooms at the store, and once someone goes in there and locks it, you ain't getting in that joint because it's just single stall. So it's like, frick, what am I gonna do? Somebody's already up in this joint. I got to go. Hey man. Uh, hey, look, I'm coming. Hey, coming up out that back. I'm like, hey, identify as a female today. Hey, we coming out the bathroom like that, like Jeffree Star, bruh. You ever seen a public single stall since the late '80s? Oh, bro, they're all on. Like if you're traveling, when you're traveling on the interstate here, and you hit some of these small towns, oh yeah, they're mostly single stall, bro. Yeah, most of the stores when you're traveling on the interstate and these highways out here, they're mainly single stall bathrooms. A lot of them, you got to go get a key to go use the bathroom. So they'll have a fucking key hooked up to a hubcap or some shit. They got a key hooked up to a big ass motherfucking hubcap. You run into the bathroom having a dookie, and you got the key, and the fucking hubcap's just slapping you in the. You run into the bathroom, you got the bubble guts, you got them squeezing your cheeks. Meanwhile, you're getting slapped by a goddamn hubcap. Like fuck. Oh, for real, bro. You're like, oh my god. On God, son. If you know, you know. If listen, if you know, you know. Y'all, anything I talk about on my channel, if you know, you know, and the real ones know. Y'all know what I'm saying? Like for real, bud. Like motherfucker, I don't want no hubcap. I gotta go dookie. Like, oh my god. All right, I'm gonna pack up you. Y'all smash that like button if you haven't already, man. I appreciate y'all hanging out with me. We're just chilling, y'all. Doing this last little wake and bake this morning. Oh, bro, hey, let me tell you something, dude. When I've had to go, I've in my lifetime, bro, I've had to go. When I've had to go duty, man, I've had to go, and there ain't no holding it. And I've been in some crazy spots, and I think all of us at one point in our life has a crazy story on where we've had to go poo. Like everybody's had to have at least one. Like, come on, I can't be the only one on my channel that's had at least one crazy pooping story where you've had to go poo somewhere and it wasn't the best spot. And looking back now, it's funny as shit. But back then, and when it was happening, it was like, oh my god, I can't believe I'm having to do this. Because I know I got a few, especially when I was building swimming pools. Like, bro, When I was building swimming pools, we get out in the country and we're away from stores. We're like a good hour in the country away from the nearest store. And that was one of the things that me and my boss at the time, it was my girlfriend's dad I was working with building swimming pools. He would always say when we was going out to a job that was far away from the nearest store, he was like, "All right, this is the last stop. We're gonna get something to drink, get your smokes, get whatever, get your snacks, and go use the bathroom because we're gonna be a long ways away, and the homeowner probably won't be there." And he kind of frowned upon like if the homeowner was there and you need to use the bathroom, he kind of frowned upon us asking the homeowner if we can go inside and use their bathroom. But sometimes I had to go, bro, and we were so far away. I'm like, I gotta go ask the homeowner, can I go use your toilet? You know what I mean? Like, you gonna have to be mad, dude. I gotta go poo. You know what I'm saying? But there was this one time, yo, the homeowner wasn't there. So I had to use the bathroom, and we were a good hour away from the nearest store, y'all, doing this swimming pool installation, right? And I had to go. So we're out in this recently built subdivision where part of the subdivision got filled in. I guess it was like a pond, and they filled it in and built houses on top of it. But the part of the woods where I had to go, because where we were building the pool, there was woods right behind it. It was the house was right here, pool that we was building right here, and probably about 50 feet behind that where we were building the pool was the woods. My stomach started bubbling, bro. And I was like, oh my God, I got to go to the bathroom, Mike. And it was like, we can't go to town. It's like an hour away. I was like, I know. I might have to go to the woods. So I grabbed some napkins from Mickey D's at the glove compartment, took off to the woods. So I get out there and I start doing my thing, pull my pants down, use the bathroom, wipe myself, start to pull my pants up, and I'm stuck, y'all. Y'all hear me? I'm stuck. I can't move. I got my pants down and I'm stuck. Like I'm bent over. Like, look, I'm bent over. I'm squatting to poop. I'm trying to get my pants up. So I'm like this. I got my pants up and my feet are stuck in the ground. So I look down and I'm buried, y'all. My feet up to my motherfucking like right above my ankles is I sunk into the damn ground while I was pooping. I try to get my pants up. I fall down, bro, and I can't get up. I'm stuck. So I had to scream. I had to yell for Mike. I'm like, Mike, help, man, help me. He was like, what's going on? I'm like, I'm stuck. He was like, what you mean you stuck? And I was like, I'm stuck, man. I'm fucking stuck. I'm stuck in the mud or something. Quicksand got me or something. I'm freaking out, man. He comes back there and has to pull me out the fucking. He had to pull me out the motherfucking mud, man. My motherfucking pants. I'm trying to hold my pants up and shit so he don't see my shit. Trying to drag me out the mud, bro. That shit. No, he didn't slip and fall in. He got a stick and pulled me out. But bro, that was one of the craziest stories I had of having to take a poo, man. I got fucking stuck in the mud, bro, and almost got buried in that joint. That joint was wild, fam. Looking back now, it was like, whoa, that shit's hella funny. And he was like, man, how the fuck did you get stuck? Oh, I didn't hear the end of that for like a month, at least a good month. Every time we got around with the boys, man, he didn't let that shit go. Every little joke was thrown at me, bro, for like a whole month. He pooped so much he buried himself, bro. uh, Homeowners bushes. Hey, I have used the homeowner's motherfucking dog kennel once, man. We was out building pools, man, and we was far away from a store again, and my stomach started hurting. Had to go poo. Once again, the homeowner wasn't there, so I couldn't ask the homeowner if I can go use the bathroom. So where we were building the pool at, they had a dog kennel back there inside of a fence. They had a fenced-in dog kennel, and there wasn't a dog in there whatsoever. I had to go dookie, and these people had a huge freaking yard, man. Y'all got to understand this yard was huge. And from where we were building the pool, for me to get to the woods, it was a good it was a good 2,000 feet to the woods, man, to the wood line. My stomach was already hurting. I had already had a turtle head poking out, bro. You hear me, John? I had a turtle head poking out already. It was like, oh God, it hit me like that. I was in the middle of the pool hole. I was in the middle of the pool, getting the bottom done, right? And it hit me. I was like, oh shit, I gotta use the bathroom. And it hit hard, bro. I was like, oh God. And I hopped out the pool hole, ran to the truck, grabbed some tissue, and I looked at the woods, and I was like, oh my God, I'm not gonna make it to the woods, bro. That's what I was saying to myself. I was like, oh God, I'm not gonna make it to the woods. So I saw the dog kennel right there. And I was like, fuck this, dude. I'm gonna go shit in the dog kennel and blame it. They can think it's the dog. That's what I did. I went and I went and shit in the homeowner's dog kennel, bruh. I didn't leave the toilet paper in there. I threw the toilet paper in the back of the truck. But I took a dookie right there in the dog kennel. And I was thinking to myself, I was like, they can think it's the dog, but they gonna be thinking what kind of dog took a shit like this, man. When they came in, I could only imagine, bro. After we left, the homeowner came back and looked at it and was like, "That's not no dog shit right there." So I took a shit and I'm like, oh my god, bro. Oh my god, bro. Like for real. I sure did, man. I'm just thinking back on some of the crazy times and some of the craziest stories I had building swimming pools. Like for real. That's the worst when you got to use the bathroom and you out in the country away from everybody, dude. That's the worst. Every basement needs a toilet. Nah, what's the worst is when you have company over and you only have so many bathrooms and all your bathrooms are occupied and you got a duty. That's the worst, bro. Because then it's like, what do you do? You know what I'm saying? Like, what do you do? You got to go bathroom. Both of your bathrooms are occupied, or let's say you got one bathroom and it's occupied, and you got to go do do. What are you gonna do, man? I tell you what you do. Like, I'm going outside. Like, listen, man, I ain't got no shame in taking a shit outside, bro. If I got to, no shame whatsoever. If the bathrooms are full in my crib, we got company over, and I got to go do do. I'm grabbing some toilet paper. I'm going outside. If we're in a division where there's people, like I got neighbors, I'm about to go find me a little spot where you can't see me. I'm about to go working. Where can I go to go squat? 'Cause I ain't about to shit on myself, bro. I don't give a fuck. I hey man, for real, bro. That's when you get a 5 gallon bucket and go to the garage. Ah, hey, pull a James Gipe, bro. Hey, that's what James Gipe did. He did that shit on a live stream, bro. Dead ass. James Gipe did that shit on a live stream. He went and shit in the bucket on his live stream because the bathroom was filled up. He said, I gotta go. My dude went and got a bucket and took a shit on his live stream in a bucket, man. I'm like, damn, son. Mm-mm. Hey, on God, dude, that's probably that motherfucker's most watched video. It's him taking a shit in, in a motherfucking 5 gallon bucket. Like, I gotta go. Because look, listen, regardless of your race, your creed, your wealth, whatever, dude, regardless of it, no matter where you're born, no matter whether you're born with a silver spoon in your hand or you know a silver platter, whether you're born to super rich parents or super poor parents, whether you're born female, male, fat, whatever, bro, in this life, skinny, short, tall, it don't matter. One thing that we can all relate on is our digestion and having to go poo. That's one thing everybody's got in relation, bro. Everybody has to shit some way or another, whether it's in a colostomy bag or out of your booty hole. We all got that in common. We got to go poo. You know what I mean? So I know we've all got crazy stories on pooing because we all got buttholes. Unless you got a colostomy bag and you're pooping in that, you got some kind of crazy pooping story where you've had to hold your shit because you needed to use the bathroom and someone was in that bitch. I don't want to hear it. I know everybody's got a crazy fucking story. You might be embarrassed on it. You might not want to talk about it, especially if you're a female, because well, females don't even like to know that they don't want even us to even know that they even fart. You know what I mean? A female don't even want a nigga to even know they even fart. They definitely don't want you to know they stink when they take a dookie. So you know a female probably ain't gonna be talking about their craziest time when they had the duties. But hey, don't be scared, ladies. It's okay. We know y'all fart and stink too. It's all right. It's like that Nick Lachey motherfucking Jessica Simpson episode. Y'all remember that? Y'all remember the Nick Lachey episode where Jessica Simpson took a shit and Nick Lachey came by after she used the bathroom. He's like, "Damn, girl." We know. You could hear him narrating. Bruh, you wild, man. Much love to everybody. Bro, I'm ready for the day when we got like 30 peeps hanging out with us, man. I'm a smoke. I guess I'll be talking about some of the weirdest stuff on my channel. I talk about shit that's too weird for people on my channel, dude. Oh, oh, that's that good, good. Oh man, girls be handling shit in each other in the bathroom stalls. Yeah, I like the way girls be acting like y'all all innocent and shit. But in high school, y'all's bathrooms be some of the most ratchetest motherfucking places in the school. Let's be real about this. For real. High school bathrooms, dog. Thought the boys' bathroom was something. Now, girls' bathroom, y'all was ratchet as fuck, bro. Like, holy hell, man. Ooh, wee. Ratchet, bro. Y'all were off the chain in the girls' bathroom, man. There were a few times when I was in school, I snuck up in the girls' bathroom. I was like, this am. I ran up in that bitch when it was full of girls, too. There were a couple times I did that in school. I run right up into the girls' bathroom. Why it's full. I ain't give a shit back then when I was in school, though, man. I stayed in trouble. I was always in trouble as a kid, man. I stayed in trouble in school, bro. Always skipping class, running the hallways, being somewhere I shouldn't be. I literally, like, I would just get up. Like, if I wasn't feeling it, I'd just get up, bro, and just walk the fuck out of class. I would. I just walk out of class, walk down the hallway, just fucking go to the cafeteria. I'd go to the auditorium. I'd just, I was off the chain. They'd be like, damn. They didn't have to send somebody out to find me. They ended up calling the group home on me to come pick me up because I done left class. Then I get in trouble when I get back to the group home. They end up taking everything out my room, put me on room restriction, where you ain't allowed to come out your room at all, not even to eat. They bring your food to your room. The only time you're allowed to come out is to go to school, take a shower, and do your chores. Then you got to go back to your room. You ain't got nothing up in that bitch but you and your fucking thoughts. Cause they take everything out that joint when they put you on room restriction. Take your TV out, radio, TV, video games, guitar, magazines. They strip your room. You up in that bitch like you and your thoughts, looking out the window like a dummy. That's half the reason why I ran away most of the time when I was in school. I didn't want to go back to the group home because they had shit in my room. Like I was already in trouble because they took my shit out of my room. And I'm like, well, fuck. I'm going back to the group home. I ain't got nothing in my room, man. I'm like, fuck this. As soon as the bus stops at the group home, I'm gone. Like there was many times, bro. Like I'd be like, man, I'm not going back here. I don't have nothing in my room. I'm in trouble. I'm about to go have to stay in my room all night. I still got another week of this. Fuck. And as soon as the bus stops in the group home parking lot, as soon as my feet hit them rocks, I was gone. Like little Lee was gone. I'll be cutting across the cornfield. You see me go. The staff members at the door, because they come to the door at the group home when we got off the bus. The staff members at the door, they just see their head just turn. I'm gone. Bus drivers like, no. They say my first name. They be like, no, don't. I'm gone. Like, I ain't going to the group home today. Fuck this. I'm running away. Oh shit. I still have nightmares on this shit. That's why I talk about it. I still have dreams. Like for real. I still have nightmares of the group home and shit like that. All the abuse I had. That's why it's hard to get over it. People are like, get over the shit in your past, bro. And I'm like, man, it's kind of hard to get over the shit in my past when it comes up and haunts me in my dreams. When I have nightmares of the abuse that I had in foster care and group homes as a kid. When I have nightmares of being in prison and shit like that, and I can't escape. That's like one of the craziest dreams and one of the most haunting dreams I had, bro. Is me being in prison and I can't escape. That shit is scary, bro. And you waking up with a dream inside of a dream. Like I had a dream the other night. I was in prison in Salisbury here in North Carolina, bro. It was one of the second prisons that I went to because the first one was Polk Youth Institution. That's the one where I caught the charges when I was 17 for the 2 counts of attempted murder and the conspiracy to attempted murder. And I got those pleaded down to 2 accounts of attempted with assault with a deadly weapon with intent to inflict serious injury. And they kept the conspiracy. And I got house arrest, but because I was raised in the group home, I didn't have a house to go to. So they had to revoke my house arrest and send me to prison. So yeah, which is pretty fucked up. They gave me house arrest for my sentencing, but because I was raised in the group home and then I got sent from the group home to jail because what happened took place in the group home, I didn't have a house to go to for house arrest. So what did they do? They went back on my house arrest and sent me to prison. That's fucked up, right? Pretty fucked up. Pretty fucked up. But that's how I started off. And then okay, so Polk Youth Institution in Butler, North Carolina was the first prison I went to. That prison was just 18 to I think it was 18 to 25-year old. That was all that was in that prison, 18 to 25. So Polk, and then the second prison I went to here in North Carolina was Salisbury over by Charlotte. It was called the High Rise because it had a fucking high rise building. It had a huge like 30-story building, so they called it High Rise. And the third time I went to prison was in Kentucky. Um, so that dream was about Salisbury, right? The second prison I went to. And I was like locked in this joint. This happened the other night where I had this nightmare. And I'm always with the prison dreams. I'm always trying to escape, bro. And I can't get the fuck out. And it's like I woke up in prison, okay? But I was still dreaming, y'all. So I was dreaming of being I was being chased, trying to escape prison. I woke up, but I was dreaming. And then I had that dream take place where I got up and I was still being chased, trying to escape this prison, running from guards trying to kill me and shit. And I woke up and I was like in my life, like here where I am right now. So it was like I was within the dream inside of a dream, man. That's a crazy feeling, bro. Like waking up from within a dream, inside of a dream. Has anybody ever had that shit happen to them, man? Where you're in a dream within a dream? Because that's happened to me a few times, man. And that shit is scary, bro. Cause then you gotta get when you're waking up, you gotta get your bearings together. You're like, holy fuck, hold up. Am I still dreaming? Like you gotta like you looking around and you're like, whoa, man. And you're out of it. And your head is like fucked up in that moment because you just obviously came out of a fucking crazy ass dream and your senses aren't fully together. Your neurons aren't firing right because they were just triggered. You know what I'm saying? In that dream, a double dream. So you've had them before, John McDonald. So that's why I like coming on here and talking to you guys, man, because this is like therapy. It's like group therapy where it's an open door. You can come in, you can hang out, you can listen to what I say. We have our different moments because let's admit it, I'm bipolar. I have my different moments. I can go through fucking several goddamn things in one stream. Whereas most people, when they have their streams, most people with a normal brain, when they have their streams, it pretty much sticks to like one or two topics, and that's it. You get my bipolar ass in here, Lee's liable to go all over the map, and he done ran through goddamn 10 different subjects or some shit by the time the fucking stream is over with, because this motherfucker's all over the map. So when you come hang out with me, I don't know what to say. But I do appreciate the piece to do come by and listen and hang out with a brother because I've been through some shit, man. I've been down the pipe. I've been through it. 44 years old. That's not saying, nothing because there's niggas out there older than me. But through my 44 years, bro, I think I've been down the fucking pipe. I've had some shit thrown at me. I've been around the block 15 times or more. You know what I mean? So I think that I could really help some people out here, especially y'all youth when it comes to shit, man, because that's what they need. Need some direction, fam. Seems like they're gonna be on the internet anyway, gonna be online anyway. So might as well have people out here trying to guide them in a good way as much as we can. Try to have these kids not go down the path that we went down. Cause I know, man, fuck. Even at 44 years old, bro, I'm still going through it. Y'all know, y'all been here with me, man. This year, 2026 has been rough for me. The end of 2025 was rough. Beginning of 2026 was heavy for a brother. Almost didn't make it. Almost died. Had a fucking amoeba. Got in the hospital. Lost so much weight. I'm up. My weight's up now. I was down to 147 uh 2 weeks ago. I'm up to 167 now. So we've gained 20 pounds. So we're getting our weight up. I'll hopefully be at 170 next week. I'd like to be at 180 by the end of this month. I'm gonna keep working out because I know that muscle weighs more than fat. So we gotta start hitting these weights again. Put some muscle weight on me. Tighten up. Tighten up. We gotta tighten up, bro. We gotta get ourselves together, man. I gotta show that it can be done. I gotta show that it can be done, man. I want to be able to help other people out there. And I think a lot of it comes from me and my fitness, man. Like I need to get back into my fitness. I need to get back into the gym. I need to put my heart and soul back into that. I need to put my heart and soul back into my content creation when it comes to going to the gym. I need to push myself and be able to influence others, that they can do the same. You can push through it, bro. Cause let me tell you something. That's like one of the hardest things for me, man, is going to the gym. Not working out from home. I can work out from home. That's easy. It's hard to be consistent when you're working out from home. It's hard to have that drive when you're working out from home. It really is. Versus going to the gym, your drive and everything is totally different when you're at the gym when you're working out. That's a fact. I can say that. But with me having agoraphobia and me having social anxiety disorder, it's hard for me to get out the house and go to the gym, bro. I have to talk myself into it. Like I literally, because I can literally talk myself out of going to the gym a million ways to one. Like for real, I can literally talk myself out of going to the gym and working out a million ways to one, dude. But Pushing myself and getting there is the hardest thing, because once I get there, I mean, there's nothing to it. Once you get there, you start touching the weights, you start working out, you get into it, you got your music on, you're good. And you feel good afterwards. You know what I mean? You feel good after you done hit them weights. You feel good after you done went for a walk on the treadmill. You feel good after you done did some uh some leg presses and some flies and some curls. You feel good after you done hit that lap bar, man. You feel good. And then you walk out the gym feeling good because number one, you did something. You got out the house, you did something. So you accomplished something. Check. Number two, you did something good for your body. Check. Number three, you did something for your socializing. You went out and you're around people. Check. I dreamed a dream too, brother. I dreamed a dream of a dream that I dreamed of a dream. And then I dreamed that dream. LeBron James. LeBron James. Um, LeBron James. I dreamed the dream, I dreamed the dream, I dreamed the dream that you dream for me, dream a dream. Oh yes, I dream a dream. Oh, baby, I dream a dream. Yeah, I need to get my back at my black ass. I was about to say I need to get my black ass. I need to get my ass in the gym. uh, Summertime in the LBC. To represent the LBC. Doing the beat and run dun 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 dun. Let's get harder. It gets harder. It gets harder. Got this relationship, but she treats me like shit. Mm. In the penitentiary, yeah. There's nothing left for me. Summertime in LB. Bell Ski, what's up, brother? Mm. Represent the LBC. Yeah. Run, something right. Yeah, yeah. Summertime in the LBC. Well, represent the LBC. C. Well, I mean, they got around baby. It gets hard. It gets hard. It gets so hard. Evil, evil, most definitely evil. Look at the minute about to be the right on feel when you're rocking with this shit, you got the making thinking in this finger, got the me, and then the bring the same city, painted it, and she see me to get shot, you get shot, you get shot, my nigga get shot. Oh, I get so high, high, my nigga gets high. Oh, 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 it gets high. Take it a rip, take it a rip, take it a rip, take it a rip, take it a rip with the Indonesia. Ooh, look at them triceps, bro. Look at it. Look at the peak on them tries, boy. You see that? Look at the peak on them triceps, boy. All them jokers look good. Oh, look at that, son. Ooh, I gotta keep working out. That looks good. I gotta. Ooh, you gotta keep working out, bro. You gotta stick with it, dude. You gotta stick with it, brother. Oh, what you say? What you say? What you say? I want to play some Mary Jane, Mary Jane. All right, who's smoking with me, y'all? Who's smoking with me, dude? Hey, Bell, how the hell are you out there, man? How's everything going with you, brother? Early in the morning, rise into the street. Light me up that cigarette, and I'll strap shoes on my feet. My money's all gone. I got a donation, but I can still get high. And I can play the guitar like a motherfucking riot. All right, bro, I'm doing pretty good today, man, as much as I can be. Never getting started with my bulletproof vest. Much love to you, bro. The charity. You're bound to get what you deserve. You're bound to get served. You feeling when the dance gets hot. All right, let's set my bong over here. Set that over there. I think I'm gonna go in on some of this Tony Gwynn gelato, bro. Is what I got. Yeah, let's go in on some of this Tony Gwynn gelato. Let me switch the camera up right quick so y'all can see what we got. I don't get angry at the bills I have to pay. I don't get angry when my mom smokes pot. All right, this is some of that premium THC, man. That's all we can really get here in North Carolina. THCA is legal here in North Carolina. That's what we're smoking on right there, y'all. Look at that. Ooh, wee. THCA, smallbuzz.com. This is some of that Tony Gwynn gelato. I use my code to get 10% off, and you can too. Use the code LeonTV. That's Leon TV at www.thcasmallbuds.com. They have tons of bud out there too. You want to get a gram? You can get a gram sent to you. A pound? You can get a pound sent to you. 2 pounds? Whatever, bro. And they have tons of strains too, son. And I love this THCA. Like for real, man. I'm in love with it. Mm. I love the way it makes me feel. Yeah. Yeah. So THCA smallbuzz.com. Hop on over there and check them out, man. Get delivered to your house. Well, if you're in the US anyway. Though there are some states where THCA is illegal. So I don't know if you'll be able to get it delivered there. There are a few states. I think there's like 7 or 8 on the list that can't get it delivered there because it's illegal, THCA. I'm almost certain Texas is one of them. I know they ain't playing over there in Texas when it comes to weed. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. All right, let's get some of this ground up. Oh my God, this junk is so. Whew. All right, back to the other cam. So uh huh. Yeah, you're in Canada, bro. You Gucci. You are Gucci out there with what y'all got, man. When it comes to weed, y'all were smart, bro, to do what y'all did as a country when it comes to cannabis. I don't know why we haven't done that. We're an ass backwards ass country, dude. Don't make a lick of sense. It don't make no sense to me, man. Uh huh. Man, my fingers are sticky after that one. Good lord. Just in the pot. Oh. For you. Ooh. Ooh, went down too far. Bondish. Ooh. Ooh. Bondish. TCA Small Buds. Bam. Get on that freight train, y'all. Have I looked at him for fitness? I'm gonna. I've been wanting to use like some hemp protein to put in my protein shakes whenever I start going back to the gym, which should be soon. As soon as I get my medical card, man, I can go ahead and apply for the gym with their fitness program because I get free memberships to the gym through Medicaid. Because you know, fitness is a big part of your mental health, man. So and your health overall. I wanna I wanna quit vaping too, man. I'm gonna try to at the end of this year for the new year. It's gonna be my New Year resolution, I guess. That's gonna be my New Year's resolution, bro. They do THC too. Nice. You know the honor? Dang, that's what's up, bro. That's what's up, dude. My dude's like, I know the owner, homie. All right, let's pack this up, y'all. Appreciate everybody hanging out with me. And y'all the best, dude, for real. If you haven't already, please smash that like button. It does help us out. I like to hit 10K by the end of this year because I know. All right, so I know they say your first 1,000 are the hardest to hit, but you see things change. You see growth immediately, but it'll slow down into the 10,000 because your 10,000 is the second hardest to get, and it'll slow down as it goes up because the 100,000 will be the next hardest. But once you hit that 100,000, they say you really start growing after that. Yeah, you can drop the link. So we're at that hard point between 5,000 and 10,000. But once we get to that 10K, we'll grow a lot then. But then we're going to have that period right before we get to the 100K, probably around like 70K or something, where we probably will have a hard time growing again because we have to figure out something to switching up. I don't know. I'm going to keep going. My goal for when I started YouTube was to hit 100K, man. Well, at first it was to get that silver play button, but I don't know if we're allowed to play buttons unless something changes with cannabis on YouTube. Because YD Boys, he already hit 100,000 and they ain't gave him a play button yet. If they ain't giving YD Boys a play button, I know they sure as fuck ain't gonna give me one if I ever hit 100K. Oh, bro, hey, I'm gonna tell you what. Just go drop it in my last video. Oh shit, hold up, I can hit that now. No, it just shows it. It won't let me. Oh, go drop that junk in my last video, Belsky. That way I can pick it up when I get off the stream. Are we on commercial? Come on, bruh. Uh, uh, yeah. Okay. Uh, we all seen the man at the liquor store begging for your change. Hair on his face, with your locked in for the mange. He asked the man for what he could spare with shame in his eyes. To get a job, you fucking slob, is how he replies. You ever had to walk a mile in his shoes? Much love to you, bro. Nah, you ain't gotta say sorry. I just can't pick it up from off of here, bro. But hey, other peeps can see it, so that's all G, bro. Yeah, I just can't pick it up for here, so I'll get it. I will check it after the stream. You know what I mean, Brody? Do you know what I mean, homie? Oh, from a kid named Thomas said he was in love. He said, worry about a thing. Hey, man, I oftentimes forget I have a back tattoo until I freaking see myself on cam. That's crazy. Like that ass. I often forget I got a back tattoo. I see this shit and I'm like, oh damn, I got a back tattoo. That's funny, bro. Dead ass. Cheers, everybody. Shit, I oftentimes forget I got a under the eye tattoo until I look in the mirror and I'm like, oh shit, I got a tattoo under my eye. I forgot I did that. uh, I was going through it when I got that tattoo though. Yeah, I was. I was going through it when I got that under my eye tattoo. Think you really might know what it's like. Oh, straighten that back up, bro. Come on. Posture, dude. Facts, bro. Last video, nice. Got you there, Belsky. It'll show up in my comments. In my YouTube studio, it'll show up in comments. So you good. Holy shiznit, bro. Oh. Mm. Cheers, everybody. Oh. Oh. Holy shit, guys. That one hit me, boys. Oh my god. Help me, Rhonda. I mean, cheers to you, bro. Shoot. Cheers to you, brother. Like, for real, man. Brittany. Cheers, Brittany. How's the Brittany doing today? How's the Brittany doing today? Britskis. Oh, blue on black. Tears on the river. Push on the shore. It don't mean much. Joker on Jack. A match on a fire. Cold on ice. A dead man's touch. Whisper or scream. No, it doesn't change a thing. Doesn't bring you back. Blue on black. How's the Brit doing this morning? This morning. Do 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 do. I'm done. The tip of your tongue. Yeah. Blue on black. Tears on the river, push on the shore. It don't mean much. Chochu Jack, match on a fire, cold on ice is a dead man's touch. Oh, oh shit! Here we go. Oh, all right.
Y'all ready?
Damn. Like that already?
Solid D.
Oh, nice. Damn, I missed it. I missed that rebound, dude. Nice shot, partner. Dang. Ah! I missed the whole thing, son. There we go. Come on. Oh! God dang, I couldn't do nothing on that one. Oh, nice. Come on, get it in. Oh, my God. Nice. No way, bro. Oh my God. I can't get one of them shots, bro. Let me get one. No. Halftime. That was bogus. Punch up. All right, I gotta do better on this one. I got to do better on this one, chat. Damn it, give me the ball. Give me that ball. Oh. Oh my God, dude. Got it. Come on, bro. I'm like, pass me the ball or something. No. Damn. Put it in, bro. Put it in. Nice. There you go. You still missed it though. No, don't let him. Nice, partner. They forfeited. Damn. They forfeited on us, guys. Damn, bro got 12 points. Uh, uh, uh. Confirm. Ooh, wee, son. Bring this back over here. Let me take a ribski. The pawn shop. Down here at the pawn shop. All right, I need to go to options and turn this audio down and use it. I want that all the way off. There we go. All right, bet. That's better. I didn't want no music on there. It was driving me nuts. All right. Oh, shit. What did I just do? I didn't want to do that. There we go. I totally goofed it. I totally goofed it up, y'all. Boom. There we go. Here at the pawn shop. Good song. Brittany, what you doing, Britt? All right, I need to smoke. Let me set this controller down. Down here at the pawn shop. That was that last little bit of coffee. Do 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 do. Your internet keep. Yeah.
And right now, what's important to think is no pain until the is there. The good news is if you have accident forgiveness from Allstate, your auto rate won't go up. Just use the next one.
You all good? You all good, Brett? You're all good. So camera switch. 3, 2, 1. Oh shit. Whoa. Holy moly, dude. Ooh. This damn. Ooh. Oh my god, I'm faded. Take me to Funky Town. Take me to Funky Town. This damn guy. Oh shit, it's hot. Oh, that one made me sweat right there, dude. In a little color of your energy. Uh-oh. Whoa. Admirals, like I love your energy. Oh. We have a planet alignment, solar eclipse followed by meteorite showers in one day. Nice, bro. It's a lot of celestial events, man. That's a lot of celestial events, man. Whoa. Uh-uh. Uh-huh. Mm-hmm. Whoa. Amber is the color of your energy. Yeah. Strange. What's up, bro? Strange and trippy. There he is. How you doing, man? You getting a little pack up right now, dude. Uh-oh. Little pack up action, Brody. Good to see you, dude. Facts. No matter what happens, the machine keeps moving, dude. That's true, man. It's gonna keep moving, bro. In some form of fashion. It gonna keep moving, man. Stranger Trippy. Much love to you, Brody. Good to see you, man. Good to see you. Whoa. Huh. Yeah. Huh. Yeah. Nice, bro. That's what's up. That's what's up, bro. Congratulations on that, man. You're killing it. Boom, 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 boom. Boom, 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 boom. So get. Who won't hit the door? I'm a loser, baby. Cheers, Brody. Cheers, Strange. Belsky, everybody still hanging out. Brittany. I don't know who else still here right now. Much love to you, y'all. So why don't you kill me? Freaking fantastic, Brittany. Ooh, yes, sir. It's choking on the splinter. Yeah. Yeah, I was gonna start going more on my TikTok too, bro. Mm-hmm. I was, bro. Da, da, things are gonna change. Who will hit the door? I'm a loser, baby. So why don't you kill me? So, so why don't you kill me? Boy, I'm feeling it. Sun shining bright out there today too. Who won't hit the door? I'd rather be in Colorado right now, bro. Just leaving a dispensary, heading out into the mountains. Gonna go out there, go for a little hike, and then go for a swim out there, bro. One of the pools they have at the bottom of the mountain. Maybe down the path from a waterfall or something, bro. Yeah, that'd be nice. Mm, 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 mm. Yeah. Bum 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 bum. Symphony. Should smoke with me, strange. You should smoke with me, Brody. I'll take you down the only road I've ever been down. Woo. But cheers, everybody. We'll finish this off and I'm gonna get up out of here. Ooh. But I'm here in my mo. I do appreciate everybody that tapped in to hang out with me, yo. For this stream. We're at that hour and 43-minute mark, way past the hour mark of what I usually go at. So yeah, we went over a little bit this morning, which is cool. Got to hang out with a few peeps. It was nice, but I'll be back in when I smoke again. I don't know, probably around like 4:20, I guess. My time. We'll see. Might come on TikTok. I don't know. We need to see what I'm gonna do, man, because I really need to do work on my TikTok too. Like for real. Well, much love, everybody. Y'all appreciate y'all hanging out with me. Oh my god. Appreciate you guys, man. For real, for real. Fuck it. Stick another ripski. Oh yeah, that's the one I needed. Oh my god. Damn. Woo. Holy moly, guacamole. Skimmy dinky dink, skimmy rinky doo. Ooh. Ooh. Oh my goodness, peeps. All right, y'all. Hey, I hope y'all do have my TikTok because I do want to see y'all over there. It's the same as this over here, man. Baked and bipolar. That's my TikTok. Baked and bipolar. All right. But yeah, I'm probably gonna start going back over there on TikTok trying to run that up. All right. Just want to let you guys know. That's where you'll find me. Over on the TikToks. On the Tiki Talkies. Tiki Talkie, Tiki Talkie. Tiki Talkie, Tiki Talkie. All right, peeps. So next time I tap in, we'll be over there. I hope to see some of y'all there, man. All right, y'all. And I will definitely share it out in the stream over here where I'm at. So peeps to know. Okay? But we'll see y'all, peeps. Much love to you. And to the next one. In a few hours, we'll be back for another Smoky Smoke. Yeah, yo. Peace out, guys.